Indian restaurants. And it's one of those things where, because when I get hot, when I'm like, I can take it, I could do hot, and then it turns out like, no, you idiot white boy, you can't actually get this tikka masala hot.
I have gotten the hot, or like the 8 or the 9, and I'm usually like, this isn't that spicy, because my Indian coworkers would share food with me, like at lunch sometimes, or like they'd help me order, and I was like, this is nice and I like it, and so I am used to fairly spicy food now.
I can take, or sometimes it's like I can take a spice, but then my body disagrees.
Yeah, that used to be the case. I think it's just as I have gotten older, my taste buds are dying, and so now the things that used to bother me, like I'll have a nice black licorice. Good and Plenty used to taste like fucking shoe polish before, but now I like black licorice. Like I used to not like green olives. Now I love them. I need extreme flavors now. So for folks who are not in on Indian food time, we're coming back to Legend of Legaia. This is a JRPG for the PlayStation 1, very early. Now back to Indian food talk. What is your weirdest extreme food that you like?
Okay. Extreme food.
Like something with an intense flavor.
Okay. I have said before that I think the theorem for knowing you're an adult is when you like salt and vinegar chips.
Yes.
Because as a kid, that's just like, no, disgusting. It's so sour. But as an adult, you're like, yeah, give me the pain.
Yep. Yeah, I told my roommate when I first got to college, I liked salt and vinegar chips, and I liked them very, like, crispy. I said I want them sharp. I want to feel that crunch and know, I want it to be sharp enough to cut my tongue to let the vinegar in. And he was like, okay, and didn't realize I was joking.
Oh, dear.
We're good friends. It worked out. Yeah, he apparently thought that I was going to be some sort of hotshot New York Italian because
Just like, give me the spicy peppers.
Nah, because I was like, my Facebook picture at the time was like me in a hot tub on a ski trip with like a school ski trip, with presumably girls. There weren't. I was just in a hot tub. On the side, he's like, wow, this guy's some sort of swarthy Italian. And then when he came in on move-in day, I was playing Street Fighter 4 on my Xbox.
Yes.
And he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm playing Street Fighter 4 with my sister. Would you like to play? And then he understood. We were of a piece. Yeah. And he had he was unpacking as well, and he had Super Mario boxers. And I was like, this will work out fine.
Yeah, my roommate freshman year, who I still talk to on occasion. He and I got along because we played some fighting games together and drank too much soda because you're 18
and your teeth are made of iron.
Yeah.
So you see, we've prayed to the tree, which has turned it alive, which has pushed the mist away.
You have banished the mist away?
From this small town. But you see, there are more trees in other towns.
Oh, we've got to... Do we have to perhaps go to multiple trees?
Thanks to Vaughn and the people of Rim Elm, the Genesis tree has been revived. And it makes Rosaru like me stronger. Mist is left, but it's covered the rest of the earth. Many Genesis trees wait to be revived. Vaughn, let us leave and look for those Genesis trees. So your bar gets bigger when you find trees and level up your Rosaru.
Okay.
So also the Rosaru will change. Right now it's just like an arm bracelet in combat. Yep. It will get sicker and sicker the more it levels up.
Just turn into a cool bangle.
It turns into like a sword.
Yeah. Okay, this really is just Xenoblade 2. Does it turn into a hot anime girl who is also a sword?
No, you can summon them eventually. Like, they're the best summons in the game.
Okay.
And they are more anthropomorphized when you summon them.
Okay.
But I don't remember. I think they look like weird monsters.
Okay.
So we're sending May's dad out to sea
Oh, yeah.
because he died like a punk.
Yeah.
And she's like, not my dad, not my pop.
Anyway, while you were getting Indian food, I watched the Sekiro run. Watched them finish the blindfolded Sekiro run, and
Blindfolded?
yes,
Fucking come on,
yes,
people.
that man beat Sekiro in 2 hours wearing a blindfold.
Good for that person.
Just speed. I feel like the escalation of speedrunners in that specific space of just like, oh, it's cool, this guy's gonna beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out blindfolded, and then it's, oh, this guy's gonna beat, Mario 64 blindfolded. Oh, look at this, they animated tears.
Yeah. Take that, Metal Gear Solid. They're going to the Valley of Nauru, dear, far, far away beyond the sea.
Well, Metal Gear Solid is the last game for GDQ this year.
Cool.
It's not Super Metroid
Or a Final Fantasy.
or a Final Fantasy.
Will he bring us good things to eat again? Will Juno come back? It's very far away, dear. I don't think he'll come back. And if he does, we have to kill him because he's a zombie.
Yeah.
It's very important. When we send the hunters to a farm upstate, if they ever come back, we must stop them. I always get alarmed. ZP seems upset that I have started playing this game.
Yes.
If you say yes, I'll tell you the rest of the story. Sure, I'll save the world.
But here's the thing. Is whenever I try to suggest like a longer-ish game, CP's like, I don't want to play a long game. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, but we're doing an RPG-centric podcast.
You could have picked an adventure game-centric. Like, you could have pitched me, hey, what if we did a, horror game podcast or a shooter podcast? Yeah. We hardly ever cover shooters. Maybe I should pick a shooter just because we never fucking cover them.
Okay, yeah, but ZP keeps saying he wants to play Borderlands, and I don't think it's a joke.
This lady,
I don't want to play Borderlands.
This lady's like, there are memory statues throughout Legaia. Be sure to tell the statues any memories you wish to save. Thanks.
Yep. Yeah, that's...
Thanks, game.
Uncle
Video
saves,
games.
yes.
Okay, I can get a sweet knife.
Okay.
Vaughn will equip the sweet knife. Let me go say hi to May, because she's gonna give me equipment, I think, and I don't know what equipment. I don't want to buy something redundant. Go home, because I think Dad will give me his old knife or something. I have faith in you. I'm proud of the man you've become. Whatever you decide to do, this will always be your home. Never forget that. You're not going to give me something? Lame. Lame, Dad. Does the audio of the game sound okay?
Let me...
Because it sounds like it's hitching a little bit for me, and I can't tell if that's just my audio or if it's the game as well for the stream.
I can barely hear the game.
I can turn it up then.
Also,
I will
put myself closer to this microphone.
Sweet. I got some hunter's clothes. Are you all right on your own, man?
Yeah. Now I can hear the game.
Okay. I had a good cry. And making your clothes took my mind off everything.
Well, listen, she's just fulfilling her, her domestic duties by making the hero's cool outfit.
Yep. And the outfit has lower defense and upper defense. So some of them protect your legs, some protect the body. So I can get Warrior's Seal, which is upper defense, and Boots, which is attack and lower defense.
Joku, do you want me to tell everything I know about Legend of Legaia, or do you want Gino? Because I think it's funny if I say what I know about this game.
I don't see any chats coming.
I see it. I see the chat.
Good. I don't know why I'm not seeing chat.
But, okay, so all I know about Legend of Legaia is I looked this up. It is a game by a company who went out of business after making the sequel to this game. It is a published Sony game. It's like a JRPG, but you do the combos. Gino likes it a lot because it came out on the PlayStation 1. It's got cool fighting game moves.
Yeah. Bop, bop.
The translation seems acceptable.
It's fine. Aw, shit.
Oh, shit.
These slimes divided. Fuck, there are 2 slimes now.
Oh, no.
But now you can see that since I have this knife, my left hand now hits pretty hard, too.
Yeah, but does doing slashing damage against slimes make them divide?
No, they just do that sometimes because they're fucking assholes.
Okay. Because, see, now I'm thinking D&D rules where certain kinds of slimes, if they take slashing damage, they just divide in half, and that's bad.
No, this is not D&D rules. Though I think because this thing
street rules.
Yeah. Yes. Knives are out. I think
fucking elbow this slime.
I think because they divided, I get more XP and money, which is why I fought that thing anyway. So, do I have enough now to afford boots? I'm 5G off of boots. Let me buy boots. I want my attack to go up. I want to be able to kick people better.
Oh, are you grinding right now?
I just want to buy the boots.
Okay.
Oh shit, it's a Gabu Gabu. These guys fucking suck. So let me show you. I got this spell. So like,
yeah, show me the spell.
Teach this guy to fuck off forever.
Gimard, my favorite spell.
Yep. What up, Gimard?
Is there a wrestling JRPG like you're in a fake wrestling world and develop different? I mean, that's kind of Fire Pro Wrestling. Or if you want the other answer to that, it's Hybrid Heaven is kind of... No, it's not Hybrid Heaven. It's it's Hybrid Heaven is like a weird wrestling JRPG kind of.
The fight music in this game is quite good, I gotta say.
I need to listen to it. I'll turn on the audio again.
Yeah, the next time I get in a fight, I've got enough money now. I'm gonna go buy boots, heal, and then go on my grand adventure. It's got some real drum and bass sort of stuff going on. What? I'm 2 fucking gil off.
So, I don't remember if I've had this conversation with you. We might have had it during one of your card game streams, but there was a question of, like, what is the best JRPG with the worst soundtrack?
Ooh, best JRPG with the worst soundtrack.
Because I feel like those two things usually go hand in hand. Like, a lot of the most beloved games of this genre also have real bangers.
They do.
Like, people know who Nobuo Uematsu is.
Yes. because his games have almost universally good soundtracks.
And the man is capable of different sounds, and yeah. Okay, I want to hear this about thing.
Yeah. Very percussive.
Yeah. If Parasite Eve 2 was still a JRPG instead of a Resi, I'd say that. Yeah, that's such a downgrade.
Gimmert's magic level increased. So, the more you use the spells, the better they get. So it's good to use them. But, as you see, they do like 4 to 5 times as much damage as my normal stuff does. So that means that it's a bit... And I can cast it like 3 times before I need to rest or something. So you've really got a lot of tension there. I do get multiple party members in this. I will eventually get multiple party members. I currently only have Vaughn, and I'm getting him some sweet boots. Vaughn will equip boots.
I forget, is this on PSN?
No. Which is why I had to buy this copy for $45.
Oh, you had to... Was this recent?
No, I bought this for $45 like 5 years ago, probably.
Okay, so now it's probably 80.
Yeah, if you want to check how much Legend of Legaia is going for.
I'm gonna check price charting. Because...
I like Vaughn's hometown because I can rest for free.
Yeah, if you want the loose disc, it's $45. If you want just the discs.
Yeah, I've got the disc and the, instruction booklet and the case. What is it?
Complete in box, the average is currently fucking $80.
Yeah, so I got it for half of that.
The lowest looks like $51. And yeah, weird how the price just spiked in, let's say, June of 2020. Weird.
Did Martin Shkreli do it?
Yeah, but yes, Martin. Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, I got. I looked at my copy of Silent Hill 2 for the Xbox, and I got that game for $10. And
yep, I got my copy of Silent Hill 2 for like $15 a decade ago.
And it is now like $30.
This is bad for people like me.
With the sickness.
The sickness of I bought things to make the games look good on original hardware. Ergo, I am incentivized to play games on original hardware.
So the single most valuable gaming thing I own is probably my sealed in box copy of .hack Quarantine, I would guess.
Yes.
Which I just
looked that up.
I just saw today. I looked at it and was like, there's $300.
Mine is still that copy of Xenosaga 3.
What does Xenosaga 3 go for?
Xenosaga 3 still going for like a little under $200.
Damn.
Complete in box.
So the hunters hang out here.
Okay, I'll be back in a sec. My pizza has shown up.
Ooh, enjoy your pizza. How much does Shining Force 3 go for, Jatsu? I think that's worth money. I have a brand new copy of F-Zero for the GameCube, which I think is $100 because it's brand new. Oh, thank you for the follow. I heard a follow sound. Thanks, Showtime Doto. Yeah, so I have a sealed in box brand new copy of F-Zero for the GameCube, so that's like $100. And then, yeah, .hack Quarantine. Weirdly enough. Yeah, sealed in box, $330, yeah. It's ridiculous. Like, and the other, I have 2 of the second dot hack game, and they're going for like 60 still, which is wild to me. So I could probably lose one of them. Hey, Lizam. Yep. You're Vaughn. You've done great deeds. Tell me why you're grateful. The mist. I was headed to Rome Elm to warn them of the mist. It caught up with me, and I became a Seru monster. When I hear your deeds, made me a human again. Thank you so much. Surrounded by mist, awaiting you and your powers. Will you help us? Sure. Before I departed, okay. I was hoping this dude would tell me, like, here's a weapon for saving my life, but no. Finished this game already before? Yes, I finished it once before when I was 8 years old or something. So I am now playing it for the first time in probably 2-ish decades. So I figured I'd take a look at it. The only game I have sealed of any note is Persona 2 on the PSP, and I only never opened it because I told myself I would beat Persona first. And I never did. If you look at what a sealed copy of Persona 2 for the PSP goes for, I think it's a couple $100, Jatsu. I went to look up, like, what games cost after Arbitrary told me about the weird price spike amongst games. And I think some Personas, like, are ridiculous now. So this thing flies, which means that I should not hit it low. I should not use moves that hit low on it. Don't make me poison, please. Get got. Get got, you evil fly. In this game, even the butterflies are evil. Oh no, I'm poisoned. I forget if poison goes away at the end of fights. I hope it does. Does poison go away? Don't make me double back to the... Hey, I leveled up. Don't make me double back, please. Oh, this drum and bass is so good. Okay, good. It goes away. I forget which status effects persist in this game and which ones don't. Oh. Let's fucking go, Vaughn. Yeah, Jatsu, I feel like you should take a look. Take a gander at what that copy of Persona 2 goes for. I bet it will blow your damn mind. Charging Scorch. Get this guy. So because I bought those boots earlier, now my kicks do more damage. Oh, cool. And now I actually hit pretty hard. Apparently $260. Yep, there you go. You're welcome. Huh. The overworld reminds me of Tales of the Sun, a strange PS1 game where you play as cavemen and build up a tribe. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of late 90s video game sound in this game, for sure. It sounds like a lot of things. I will say, like, very little about this game from an audio perspective stands out. It just sounds like its era. Let's get this item. A Door of Light. So that's your escape rope, your Pokemon escape rope. I'm sure there are other equivalent items in other games. Your teleport spell. Forget other. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go back out and come back in because I assume that there's a step counter. Dumbest thing I ever did was sell the manual for snowboard kids on eBay for $80. You just never returned the manual to Blockbuster? That's incredible. Well played, honestly. Stupid skeletons. Do some defense and then try to kill these guys. Alright, let me pull up the my list of combos. Okay, it looks like I can fit 5 now. So, with 5 moves, what should I do? I can do at 6. Okay, I can just do a sweet 2-hitter, I guess. Time to get got, Skeleton A. I really wish that was Skeleton B that it hit me. Power Punch. Charging Scorch. Yeah. So that's what combos do in this game. I really desperately need to heal. Come on now, Vaughn. I ask you to pick between Legend of Legaia, Legend Dragoon, or Eternal Sonata. You can't bogart the fucking games because you feel like it. I totally can, actually. Yeah, I totally can. You're allowed to play other games. There are a lot of other ones. Play a Wild Arms game. Go nuts. I'm gonna do a sweet new attack. Oh wait, I want down, 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 up, and then cross arrow just because why not? What a jerk. What a jerk blocking most of those attacks. Charging Scorch. Also, Kevin Durant's injury is listed as a left knee sprain, and he's getting an MRI. I did not know that he was hurt. He was hurt yesterday? Do we know if Zach LaVine tore something? These early fights really take it out of you. Like, they don't fuck around. This game really expects you to just, like, run around in circles before you go to the first dungeon. Yes. The locked doors. Yep, let's get the key. So I can use keys to open doors. Thank you, Joku. Thank you, Showtime Dodo. Enjoy your streams. And check this game out when you can. Okay. Let's just kill this guy, because he sucks dick. Just delete this man. You're gonna buy someone a Deep Listen sub? Why are you trying to use chicantery to get someone to say that Legend of Legaia should be covered by you and not me? Is that what you're trying to do? People are just allowed to sub to the stream too. Like, I don't have a ton of emotes, but I do have them. I like slash kick. What a cool looking move. Get him. Haha! Maybe he does. Have I played Vanguard Bandit before? No, never. I've never heard of that game. Is it a PS1 game? You know, not having the camera on is very freeing. I need to, like, clean up the space behind me, so I've been streaming no camera for a while, and it is nice. I can fidget all I want, and no one knows. Okay, yep, there's nothing in here yet. I need to come back here after I have inserted the keys into the keyholes. It's a PS1 game, and it's the best. Okay. Is it a role-playing game? Like, what style of game are we talking here? Please block, my guy. There we go. Block with not your face, please. Okay, let's go. Left, right, up, left, right. Good blocking. There we go. It's a strategy. Okay. I'll have to check it out. Have some. Block, please.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, the skeletons.
Yes. I unlocked a new art while you were gone. I did the Pyro Pummel. Now I'm going to do the spin combo next. Or should I do the Hurricane?
Right. Oh, shit.
I'm going to do spin combo first. Stop. These things hit so damn hard. Stupid blocking. Accursed enemies. You also want to mix up high-lows because they block.
Okay, so if you... Okay, so they will, like, respond if you keep spamming
The same
move?
The same location.
Direction?
Yep, they will block more. So if you go high, then you want to go low. Because they will block high. Oh, cool, a healing leaf. I need that to offset the battle that I just was in to get the healing leaf.
Oh, wow.
What?
I am looking at a couple of other rare games I own. Apparently the Dark Spire for DS, complete in box, is $125 now.
Wow. That seems like a lot.
Have the soundtrack disc, that goes up to $130.
Damn. Who's doing his Discord? We are talking amongst ourselves, ZP.
Yeah.
Because I was looking to have a connoisseur of great role-playing games.
The idea was that I was the neophyte, and he was showing me this cool punch game. See, look, that guy, you don't have legs, so you can't go low.
Yeah, you can't go low, and you see how when it attacks with the shield, it does shit damage, but then when it swings with the sword, it does quite a lot of damage.
Okay, so it's got some sort of limb, like the limb stuff applies to enemies.
Yes. But then they also have stuff like this, Wind Hash. Just like, here, have 74 unblockable damage, fucker. And if you use Spirit, you take less damage from spells like that. So it kind of offsets spells.
Holy fucking shit.
What?
The most valuable game I own might be Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, which is currently going for the frankly absurd complete in box price average of $225.
Path of Radiance, is that a DS game?
That's the Game Boy one, or the GameCube one. Yeah.
That's too much for that game?
No, that's my favorite one, but that's also too much for that game. Don't pay.
Oh, two gimmers.
No game is worth $250.
Yeah, when I saw 320 for the fucking dot hack game, I was like, that can't be right. But no, it is in fact that much.
Yeah, you know, dot hack, those games that I saw at the mom and pop used game store for $20.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm like, Path of Radiance is bad.
Why is I have no dog in this fight, but why do people get mad about this?
It's too easy.
Oh.
He's just like, it's too easy and it's slow. And I'm like, no, it's the best one. Probably.
High, low, high. Have some. Backflip. So you can't keep capturing the same monster. As I get more characters, each of them will have to capture these monsters, though.
Oh, okay.
So that it's not a shared pool. Each of them has their own spell slots.
Okay. I am apparently a little low.
You're a little low. Okay.
You can just turn me up in Discord.
I can?
Yeah. Yeah, you just right-click my portrait in the call.
You're all the way
then you
up.
can turn-
The only thing I can do is turning the game down in the mixer. So let me just turn.
I will also speak into my microphone more closer.
Okay. Now the mix should be better. You should be more audible now. Thank you for alerting me. It's a soiled diary. I'll read it when I'm not, like, in danger. Oh, right. The game just gives me a survival knife. Cool. I just paid money for a survival knife. Like an idiot. Yeah, give me the star key. And I think I will get one of the special moves soon. But first I'm going to fucking kill this ghost before he casts terrible magics upon me.
Oh, no.
His magical sword.
Oh.
Delete you.
That does a shitload of damage.
It does. It's a shame I can only cast it 3 times. The 76ers and Kings should have talks on Ben Simmons. Like, that's your best case scenario if you're the Kings.
I respect when a game is willing to give you escape buttons like that.
Yeah, I mean, you only get 3 of them.
Yep.
Which is kind of a bummer. But, you know, better than not giving it to me, I guess. Oh, right. Oh,
I mean,
no.
If I had to guess, it's probably because they want you to engage with the combo stuff.
Well, I think it's just because they expected me to grind more. To have more MP.
Yeah, because the PS1 game, and they expect you to grind more.
I need to use spirits. Because, boy, I can't take a lot of damage here. Wind Hash. See, it only dealt 19 damage because I used Spirit. It dealt 50 last time.
I like it when a defend command in a video game does more than just reduce damage.
Yeah, prevent you from getting hit in the face.
Yeah. Like, that's the whole thing with, like, Bravely Default and shit. Okay, show me this hyper art.
Let's go Pyro Pummel, because I need this Drake Ghost to die. Because it's a huge threat. Ha! Ha! Oh, damn it. Can't even kill it. Don't use Wind Hash, please. Damn it. Oh, God. Oh, I'm not dying like this. Not like this. Thank you, Healing Leaf. Thank you for electing to use your bullshit attacks instead of the one that just fucks me up entirely.
Use your ring fit attacks, exactly.
Stop it.
Gotta do squats.
I wish. I haven't played Ring Fit. I moved houses like a few years ago, and the mover, I believed, stole my Switch.
Uh-huh.
And in it was my copy of Ring Fit Adventures.
Was inside?
It was inside, yes.
Oh. I need to get back on the Ring Fit grind. It was my most played Switch game of last year.
It's a good game.
2020.
I liked
the part where it is both like a decent exercise tool and also a totally the
Fine game.
gamification part of that game is good.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, shit. It's another one of these where I need to go backwards to go forwards. All right, give me the mountain gate key, please. Okay, good. The door to this room is quite strong. You should be able to peacefully rest here. Do I want to rest? Yes. Yes, meta. I apologize for interrupting your dream. I gotta tell you something. Yeah, the Saru, they're horrible creatures, but they're not at fault. It's the mist. It's got them tweaking.
Yep.
I have special powers. I can assimilate them, and their special powers will combine with my own, and I can, summon. You've got Gimmert, and it's not always possible to absorb Saru, but let's try and absorb their powers. Let's steal their souls.
I have no idea if this meta is meant to be sinister or not. But I feel like the fucking glowing monolith being like, I will help you destroy your enemies.
Yes.
Is something that, in a different context, I would perhaps interpret.
So apparently, people who wear Saru turn immortal and unkillable when they are in the mist. So I got Firebook 1, so now I can do Tornado Flame. That's a move you can't do until you get the book. So it's a more powerful art than the ones I've been using, but it costs more AP, and I can't do it until I find a book that teaches me this sweet move. But now I can do it, so fights will be easier. So time to use Tornado Flame on these suckers. Hey. Hey, assholes. Try some of this.
Oh.
Aw, damn, it dealt 69 damage.
He says it.
Yeah, he does. He's like, yo, the Tornado Flame?
Yep. Yeah, Legend of Dragoon also does the same thing, where but like a double slash.
But
Burning Dragon, and it's like that's fun.
But he only does it for these hyper arts, I think.
Big ones.
But now that I have Tornado Flame, like, I'm dealing twice as much as I was before. So that's my problem with the game, is that it's got these really cool combos, and it's got this system where you want to do, this move, then this move, and, so you can chain attacks together. But, yo, dog, just use Tornado Flame. Just always use Tornado Flame. This is the King Drake. No, not who will read this letter. Anyone who makes it through the mist must have powers greater than the mist. No doubt you've seen the monsters in this castle's dungeons. Those monsters are, in fact, my dear retainers and people of my kingdom. When the mist approached, we tried many ways to drive it back. We even prayed at the Genesis tree in the north, but legend says the tree has power to save the human race. In the end, we decided to lock ourselves in the dungeon and wear the Saru, surrendering to the mist. As Saru monsters, we should survive on water until the day the mist goes away. We locked ourselves in the dungeon, so the Saru madness would not force us to harm anyone. So, traveler, please drive away the mist. We were powerless to do so. You're our only hope for the future. Save us. No, I don't want to read it again. So, are you going to sell your very fancy GameCube game?
No.
Do we think that this will actually continue, or is this just a bubble that's going to burst?
I think this is 100% a bubble. It is a speculative bubble because a lot of idiots, myself included, paid too much, used our stimulus checks to buy old video games. I also think the fact that mom and pop game stores aren't nearly as much of a thing anymore. Because that's how I got a lot of shit, was like this incredibly, I've talked about this on the podcast, but there was this incredibly shady used media store in my hometown that sold fucking video games, DVDs, LPs.
Hell yeah.
Like mint condition Star Wars action figures.
Ooh.
They had a Devil May Cry 3 video slot machine at one point.
Huh.
And definitely probably maybe a front for like actual crimes.
Yeah.
If
Hurricane.
I had to guess, I'm not alleging anything. I'm just saying that the people who worked there.
Please tell me more about these people into my lapel.
Yes, I'm saying that at one point our friend's his SNES got stolen and like a bunch of games, and then they ended up at that place.
Ah,
a few days later.
I see.
But also, as an adolescent, they did not card you. Which meant I could buy M-rated video games.
Damn. Get got. Power punch. And with this, I finish you. I used my stimulus check on a new monitor and a Roth IRA. I see, ZP.
Yeah. So I think that's part of it, is now you have to rely on eBay shops, and those have always been
price jacked.
a little pricier.
Yeah, I used to live near a place that I had no idea like how good of a selection they would have, but I needed a PS2 for streaming purposes. And so I went. They were the only place that had a PS2 within a short drive of me, where I didn't have to go all the way to New York City. And like that's where I got Silent Hill for $10. Silent Hill 2 for $10.
Yep.
You know.
I got Silent Hill from a very short-lived play and trade.
Hell yeah.
Which
I love play
was
and
a
trade.
chain at one point.
Yes. There was a
Apparently
play and
they
trade.
didn't pay the people who worked there
At all?
not very well, or at all.
That seems illegal.
Yeah, weird. They went out of business like a couple years later.
We play them in Exposure.
Yeah, and
Our friends must be there.
And then the local place I went to is now a Panera.
Ah, a fate worse than death.
It's just, hey, you want to pay $10 for half a sandwich? And I'm like,
that's not even especially good. Character 2.
But sometimes I want French onion soup.
This is Noah. Tell me my name. Yeah, you're Noah.
My name.
Call me by your name. Here's Noah. Where are you? Your mother needs you. Noah, it's so dark here, Noah. Find your pop-pop. Wake up, you can't sleep forever. Here's Tara the Wolf. With a big old gem in its head. I was having a bad dream. Dreams tell you about the future. You word? Character 2. So Noah is the fast, high speed character. Like, a high ability bar character.
Okay.
Vaughn is the middle of the road character, and then the third character I will get is the slow, powerful, but has a very short bar. But that kind of falls away the higher level you get, because eventually everyone's maxing like all the time.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to, grind. I think you do cap out, because at a certain point you have seen all the trees. The mist is around you, which results in chaos. Saru and human. Good. It possesses the human that uses it. Watch out. Okay, so this dog is quizzing me about lore.
Love a good lore quiz from a gem dog.
What up, gem dog? So I'm walking around looking for mushrooms, because there are healing mushrooms in this cave. Oh, there's one. Second test. Listen carefully. What is it? The one revive uses its power from another world to push back the mist. A dandelion, a geneticist, the Book of Genesis, a Genesis tree. That's a good translation there. There's a mushroom. Give me that. Give me the healing shrooms. They're healing leaves, but they're free. Oh no, I want to... Last question. Which Genesis tree? Oh, fuck, there's too many. Rikuroa. Okay. That's the worst kind of quiz question. When they've got, like, a bunch of things that are just different permutations of the same letters. Like, come on, game. You just told me 10 minutes ago what the hell that thing was. Don't expect me to remember. Last scene of The Sopranos... Oh, go ahead.
It's not even like... It's not testing knowledge, it's testing reading comprehension.
Yep.
Or spelling.
Time to practice. Touch the red one or the black one sticking out of the holes to start a fight. If you're not confident, fight the red ones. If you're confident, fight the black ones. Got it. Yeah, so ZP said the last season of The Sopranos, the mobsters were trying to shake down mom and pop store, trying to shake down Starbucks, and they just wouldn't pay. They're like, what's going on here? They won't pay us the protections money.
I have, to this day, never seen The Sopranos.
Neither have I. I'm gonna use... Oh, wait. I need to spear it up. She's got no AP.
Yep.
So she's almost all the way there, just at level 0. She can bust out sick combos. What combo do I want?
Oh, you gotta... This drill mole. This is just the Pokemon Excadrill.
What'd you call me?
It's a steel ground type. It's 5th generation.
She says Gomenne. So she's like, I'm sorry.
She says sorry.
And then she
sorry I punched you.
Kick your ass. She says yata. You know, she's got all the anime lady sayings are in.
I'm just glad that they didn't enforce. I wonder if the Sony policy of, like, if your game is being released in English and has a Japanese voice track, it has to have an English voice track.
Yeah.
The thing good. That led to the high artistry of what's it called? You know, like the big infamous bad voice acting of that era, the Castle Shikigami 2s and the Chaos Wars. Where it's literally just like the publishers, like, just random people who were related.
Yeah, so Noah, Tough Love, that little kiss move that I did, it has the ability to charm enemies.
Okay.
So it does shit damage, but it can confuse them.
Okay.
She's left-handed, you see.
Okay.
So her left hand hits
Sonic
harder.
Javelin.
Yep. She's the left-handed character, and she's a lady. You know, there's a lot of things she has that the other characters don't. How much HP do I have? I don't wanna die here.
What is Vanguard Bandits?
It's a game that someone in chat said is good.
Okay.
I am always interested in learning about a new thing. Oh no, I don't want to use auto. Auto's for suckers. Would you believe that she's also the wind character?
What?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yes.
Peak working designs, okay. Let's go Mirage Lancer on this sucker. Have some of this.
Oh, this is one of those Giant Bomb wiki pages that was like very clearly edited early. Let's say.
Have some of this.
And
Bird Step.
Has not been touched in a very long time.
Have some Bird Step, sucker. Alright, I think Terra will heal me if I just walk over to her, so I'm gonna get some healing, because Noah's gonna, like, die. Get fucked. Hold still while I lick your wounds. Thank you. No. I want to kick the shit out of these creatures while I can level myself without consequence.
Yeah.
Let's use Spirit, and then... what move can I do? It's got to be a 5-hitter. So I guess Rushing Gale?
Yeah.
Rushing Gale. Up, up, left, down, right. I think when I get the next tree, I can do 6-hitters with her. Have some of that. I haven't done Swan Diver yet. So this will kind of be the last of her new moves, I think. Have some of this. Noah's my favorite character by a lot. I like doing sick combos.
That was the hurricane kick.
Yep.
That was just a hurricane kick.
This was definitely the game that, as a kid, I would see the sick moves, and then I'd be like, I can do the sick moves. I'm going to tornado flame this punching bag.
You know, yeah. As someone who took Taekwondo in middle school.
Yep.
You know, you're like, yeah, I'm a cool badass. I can kick these plastic breakaway plates, basically.
I hate Taekwondo so much.
You don't like kicks?
I don't like kicks. And when I did martial arts club in college, the Taekwondo kids were always the funniest to spar against because they usually only knew how to kick.
Because you did what, judo?
Well, they taught a bunch of stuff. I learned everything I learned at martial arts club. Like, I did not come with it. I came with football knowledge, football and some boxing. So, like, I knew how to throw punches, and I knew how to tackle people.
I got to a point where I very much could kick high.
Yeah, and
did stretches.
And people can kick high, but, like, all the people who I would spar against who had done Taekwondo would kick high, and then I'd get within arm's length, and they were like, oh, no. Punching.
It's almost like the concept of mixed martial arts was invented partially because of like the weird holes in unique styles.
Yes. So like I would grab them.
Also, MMA is just, you want to watch just pure greasy masculine hugging.
Yes. I mean, I wasn't even doing anything particularly good. I'd just get them in a bear hug, and they'd be like, now what?
Eventually, it all ends up on the ground in MMA. exactly.
Yeah. Like, I would get someone in a bear hug, and I'd lift them off the ground, and they'd be like, now what? And I'm like, you tap. And they would be like, why do I tap? And I'm like, because the next step here is I drive you into the ground.
Yeah.
So you tap. And they're like, okay, fair enough. Touche.
Yeah, but what if I kicked you in the face? Whoa.
Yeah, and that was usually their answer. But, you know, you block their one kick, and a lot of them were not like, you know, they had
punching.
Good at punching, or especially strong with their kicks. So I would just charge them, and that would be the end of it.
What if you own a gun, ZP? That's when like you get into fucking like Krav Maga,
gun kata.
or, like the martial arts they teach, like Israeli special forces.
That's Krav
to
Maga.
just murder people.
Yeah, Krav Maga.
And
like
it's like
the correct answer, if someone asks what the strongest martial art is Krav Maga.
yes, but Krav Maga has also been co-opted by try-hard dude bros.
Yes.
So it's no longer a cool martial art because it's just like sweaty try-hard masculinity, the martial art.
Yes. But on the other hand, like, if you needed to the one thing that Krav Maga understands that some other like martial arts do not is that when you're fighting a person because they want to really hurt you, there are no fucking rules.
Yeah.
And a lot of other martial arts are like, well, you certainly cannot punch someone in the head, or, you know,
well, yeah, that's
certainly can't hit them below the belt.
A lot of it is about form and sport, and has long since like been like they sell it to you as self-defense,
yes.
But no, it's a sport. It's
yes, you can tell it's a sport because a referee says stop.
Yes. Like, do not get me wrong. The karate.
It will defend you. It's better than not knowing anything.
You can hurt someone
a
real
lot.
Bad. However, karate in its modern form, its modern incarnation, is a sport. It's a way to get exercise.
Yes.
It's a way to hang around in a strip mall, or kick him in the groin.
Yeah.
Which, guess what? Kick a dude in the groin hard enough.
Kick him in the
he
groin.
Goes down.
Most of those tips are stab with a beer bottle, kick him in the groin. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, if what your goal is to win the fight because they are trying to hurt you.
Yes, if you are going to engage in maximal violence with no concerns for, let's say, social repercussions.
Mm-hmm. Gouge eyes.
Just.
So time for some sick combos here. Watch this shit.
When fight or flight kicks in, you're not thinking about, your javelin fists and your flame tornadoes.
You're thinking of your gouge eye.
Just
pull ear.
Grab them by the neck. Or punch them in the neck.
My so for belt tests,
yes,
at my martial arts club, technically the form was Tang Soo Do, which is like a Korean version of karate.
Yes.
Like Korean words, but it's all just karate moves.
Similar.
Yeah, like the forms are just karate forms.
Yeah.
90% of it's just karate, but it was in Korea, so they have a different name for everything.
Listen,
So our teacher was a black belt in a few different martial arts. Like, he knew judo, he knew some aikido, he knew some Tang Soo Do, he studied some taekwondo, so he knew a good mix of stuff.
Yeah.
And our belt tests were always, here's the form, do the form. And then after you've done the form, you need to know 2 defenses for a rear choke, 2 defenses for a wrist grab, 2 defenses for, a right arm, a cross arm grab. and he didn't care.
They would not. They did the practical self-defense classes as like a side thing. To be clear, the Taekwondo place I went to as a lad, the people who ran it later got in trouble for tax evasion or tax fraud or something.
If only they'd practiced their tax defense.
Yes, if only they had practiced their tax defense. But yeah, it sure was practicing forms a lot. And then, like, the actual, like, hey, here's what you do when some guy goes for you. That was on Saturdays, and I didn't go to a lot of those because I already didn't like going.
That's fair. Yeah, the trick... I like that he basically said, have 2 defenses and I don't care which ones. Like, if you want to just judo throw them, that's valid. If you want to step on their leg and elbow them in the head, that's valid. If you want to...
If you want to, you know...
Aikido them to the ground and not hurt them.
In the United States, there are... I don't know... Buy some fucking pepper spray.
You can also buy some pepper. You know, that's not a move. Yeah. I should have just explained. I should have just explained. Well, I take out my pepper spray.
Yeah. Like, maybe not a stun gun, because like stun guns and tasers are
unreliable,
fucking dangerous, and also unreliable. But, yeah, you put some pure capsaicin in their face and then run away?
My favorite move is run away.
Yeah, no. That's my self-defense tip, is run away or don't get in fights because you're a weenie.
Don't get in fights is one of the better options, I find. Yeah, when people talk about, like, what they would do in a fight... My answer tends to be, I wouldn't be in the fight.
No, just... Listen, I don't have enough masculine bravado to go, like, yeah, I'd fight you. It's like, no, I would run like a little baby and survive.
I have sparred. I know what to do, but the trick is to never, ever use it. Use cunning, you know?
Yes.
Use wordplay.
And you gotta put points into persuade.
Yes.
And you gotta put points into speed.
Yes. There you go. Now you're playing with power. Oh wait, do I have an extra? Wait a second.
You know, in the United States, just buy a gun.
I have 6 bars. Okay.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Show me the 6 bars.
Time to fuck this guy up. Have some of this. New arts.
Oh.
I hit him in the stomach twice to get him to double over.
You can tell they spent a lot of time on these animations.
They did.
Because these are just fighting game super animations.
They are, and I haven't even gotten to the ones that are just fighting game supers.
Yeah.
Like, these early moves are just, like, single attacks, 2-hit combo sort of things. The later arts are strings of those moves. Like, multi-hit combos of the moves that you get earlier in the game. I've got a wolf that fights with me now.
Yeah.
An invincible wolf.
This and Tales of Vesperia. Get your wolf party members.
Okay, time to...
Actually, let's see. There's also Shadow Heart's Covenant has a wolf party member whose entire subquest. Every character in Shadow Heart's Covenant has a subquest chain. And Blanca's subquest chain is literally like become the world's greatest fighting dog.
What?
And so, Shadowheart's Covenant's real weird, dude.
Oh, is this the Shadow Hearts, of, like... Is it Shadow Hearts New World? Shadow Hearts is like a... It's that weird series. Yeah. When I heard Shadow Hearts... I used to think it was a Kingdom Hearts spin-off.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, the dog in Dragon Age Origins, who unfortunately you're never going to bring because it don't talk.
It doesn't talk and it doesn't want to fuck you, so you never bring it.
And also, like, it's decent in combat, but...
Sure can't heal you.
No. Oh, I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, Noah's like, Genki, because she's healthy. She's doing okay. ZP, did you successfully subscribe someone to the Patreon and I don't know it? Yeah, I didn't get an email alert, so I guess that didn't happen. That's fine. Oh, right, I need to pull up my move list. Koromaru in Persona 3 does suck. Alright, time to save. Yeah, dog party members almost certainly suck. Sorry, Zeppy. My dog is right next to me. And he's scratching an itch. Aww. Okay, I helped him out. Joku started their Dragon Age 2 stream before they told me their answer. Okay, fair enough. I'm not familiar with Joku. Are they a Giant Bomb community person? Maybe I am familiar with Joku? That name sounds familiar. That's Mirage Lancer, this fucker. They're good people? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was talking to my mom.
Oh, damn. Is your mom doing okay?
Yeah. Yeah, they got Thai food. And they're like, hey, you want to get... Do you want to eat Thai food with us? And I'm like... I already ate.
I see.
I already had a pizza.
Nice.
And also, you know... Like, don't get me wrong. Love my family. But, the thing about newborn babies is that... They require maintenance.
They do.
And people are tired at night.
Are people trying to get you to do the maintenance by bribing you with Thai food?
No, thankfully, no human should trust me with a
infant child.
Listen, I'm just there to hold. I'm there to hold the baby, and like make sure his pacifier is still in.
Mm.
And anything beyond that, do not give that to me.
Okay, I don't need to use... I'm just gonna left hand this guy to death.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spend my my AP points. Yeah. Thank you, Wolf.
Or the wolf can do it.
Yep. Eat that slime, Wolf. Angelo or Interceptor? I prefer Angelo, but both are good dogs. Weirdly enough, I prefer the FF8 character over the FF6 character. But also because I don't like Shadow, and Interceptor is almost always with Shadow.
Because Shadow is just... I am mysterious dark man.
Shadow is Amarant, but even less developed. See, here's where we get a location where almost all of the enemies fly, so you don't want to use low attacks. That one flies, and the pump bat, you see there's a big, gaping hole on the bottom, so you would miss if you went low. I want to use... Nope. I want to use Tempest Break on the Pump Bat because it's more dangerous. Thankfully, Terra just, like, eats up hits for you. Because Noah is not exactly a powerhouse right now. Just completely unequipped.
Yeah.
I tend to use, like, Dolphin Attack and these moves more often because, like I said, right and left never, like, has that problem of high-low.
Okay.
So high-low, like, as long as you have a combo that just hits left and right only, you're probably not going to miss. I wish they had done more with this system to encourage you to use different moves. Like, maybe...
Yeah, it seems like you can just pick a handful of attacks based on how much AP you have.
Yeah. You can pick a handful of attacks because of, you know, how many moves you have, AP you have, whether they're flying or not, and it basically just removes moves from your list. Okay, do I still have that knife? Does she magically have the knife? Because, no. Damn it. I was like, because Vaughn has it, does she have it? No. And
No,
they each
no
have different weapons that they're best with. Vaughn is best with knives and swords, Noah is best with knuckles, and third character, who has not been revealed yet, is best with clubs.
Okay.
And if they are using a weapon...
big guy.
Yes. If you use a weapon that they are skilled with, it actually is smaller. It takes up less space in the bar than the other moves.
Okay.
So that's another reason why you'd want to use certain moves, like this one incorporates this smaller attack bar so you can fit in more attacks. Like, honestly, there's a surprising level of depth. But I wish they just did a little more to incentivize it.
I don't know if I want to do this for 40 hours. I will be frank with you.
Yeah, so at a certain, like, once you get past the early levels, you get access to actual, like, more MP. Your spells hit harder. You've got a party with more than one person in it.
Yeah, JRPG pacing things.
Yeah, so, like the early game...
At least the attacks are pretty snappy.
They are. And this music slaps. Yeah, I was thinking maybe playing this for the community endurance run this year, but I'm not sure, honestly, if I want to do this for 20 hours or something.
I looked at the calendar, and yeah, I think second week of April will do just fine for me.
Excellent.
But yeah, I need to figure out what I'm doing. Because at some point, it's like, I don't want to...
Please, a weapon?
I don't want to die.
I don't
in
either.
a charity stream.
Okay, so this boosts upper defense by 25. So now she's better against getting kicked in the head.
Okay.
Gotta get to the summit. Weapon, please? Power Water. So Power Water increases your physical attack for a temporary amount of time. You understand why this combat system was never replicated. I just think there's not... Like, the concept has more depth than the actual game. There's more mileage here than what they got out of it, I think.
Oh, so like Grandia 2.
Probably. Well, Grandia 2's...
Grandia 2's combat is very fucking good. It's just that the game is so easy a lot of the time.
That's the one...
That you can get through random encounters by using the same handful of AoE damage spells.
Is that the one that basically got ripped off in Child of Light and all the other...
Yes, Child of Light basically rips off Grandia 2's combat. What if there was a game that had Grandia 2's combat but was harder? Yeah, it's called. I should have played that game on hard mode. Is the boring answer. Yasu, are you suggesting I play, what if there was a game that was like Grandia, but extreme?
Oh, Penny Arcade on the Rain Slick Precipice of Darkness 1 and 2?
Oh, that's right. Yes, some of the Penny Arcade games also rip off the
Grandia combat.
I think it was the Zeboid one.
Yes,
that rip
3 and
off
4.
So 3 and 4, which I did not play those because by the time those came out, my desire to deal with anything Penny Arcade related,
yeah,
long since passed. Like, I remember those first two being not bad.
They just became, when they became Zeboid games, they just changed into Grandia basically. And I like 3 and 4 because it's just Grandia.
I respect Zeboid games a lot. I just feel like they strip down this style of game so much that it becomes too streamlined almost.
I think specifically the Penny Arcade games, had enough depth to them that they were not kind of parodies in the way that Cthulhu Saves the World is.
Cthulhu Saves the World I lasted half an hour just because the writing.
Yeah. But like
I respect Cosmic Star Heroine.
They do a good job of in specifically the Penny Arcade games. 3 and 4, they both have different classes that they give you.
Yeah.
And they have different ways that they handle like a job system.
Yeah.
So they kind of get the FF5 job system going. They kind of get the Grandia 2 combat, and the implementations of the Grandia 2 combat are also quite weird. Like, I remember there was one character, it was like a Doomomancer or something, was like the name. It was some, Penny Arcade style name. And its whole thing was prophecies. So it would prophesy something, and then that would get onto the time
bar. Okay.
And it would basically loop on the bar. So every time it hit, some of them would like put it very far ahead on the bar, and then when it hit, it would have a big effect. There were some that would put recurring effects on the bar. So you're just kind of like stacking up these progressively more damaging moves, so that you're just getting continuous damage.
And like I think it's great that like their philosophy of making games is like, no, every single combat is self-contained. You have to use all your resources.
Yes. No hoarding.
Yeah. No hoarding. It's one of those things that I think about too much because I run tabletop RPG groups, and I'm like, let's talk about the philosophy of resource expenditure.
Let's.
And then everyone looks at me and sighs deeply.
Work error 2. No. Please don't crash. Okay.
I mean, you're playing this on a PS3.
I am.
Huh.
Please don't crash. The game seems to still be working. We've been together for a long time. It was a horrible environment. You're a great woman. Yep. You gotta know, wolves don't usually speak. I'm attached to... I'm a Seru. I'm attached to the head of this wolf. I saved you from the mist when you were alone, and I raised you. But don't confuse me with the evil Seru. I'm a raw Seru. I'm impervious to the mist, and I wanted to watch over you until you were a little older. But I can't, because this wolf has reached the end of its life. It's going to die soon, and if I stay attached to it, I'm going to die with it. So can I attach myself to your arm like a parasite? That's why I brought you here to this mountain. with the power of the Genesis tree, I can transfer ownership from the wolf to you. And then I won't have to leave you all alone. So I'm going to stay by your side until you find your real parents. And if this old wolf's rested, I've been...
So do all three main characters in this game just not talk?
Noah talks.
Okay.
Like, basically, once the party is fully assembled, the other two main characters start talking.
Okay.
But Vaughn never talks because he's always the protagonist.
Yeah, he's the blue-haired silent protagonist.
Yeah.
How else am I supposed to project myself on the main character?
Yeah. If they had a personality.
Yes.
Since I don't have a personality, I can resonate with this character.
Because I am a 10-year-old Japanese boy playing this game. I don't know. Is he like Goku? I don't know.
I want to think of cool characters like Goku.
Yeah, Goku.
Everyone's favorite. What a...
Or is it literally just the characters in the main characters in Dragon Quest never talk?
Do they never talk? I don't know. I've never played a Dragon Quest.
The main protagonist of Dragon Quest games usually are completely silent.
Cool.
Outside of, like, barks and grunts.
Yeah, I remember when I first played an FF game, it was like, this character has personality. How novel.
Okay, maybe some of them talk. But
90% of them do not talk. Okay. I feel like a secret strat would just be level Noah up while she basically can't take damage because this wolf's here.
Yeah. I'm sure that's a speed strat. If you want, we can look up the VOD, the 9-hour VOD, and see. But, you know, I'm good.
No, thank you. Not right now. That was how I figured out how to speedrun FF9. Was just watching old Games Done Quicks and noting down every fucking thing they did. And then making a checklist.
Yep. I learned how to incorporate speed strats in Resident Evil games and couple other, like, watching people play games fast and being like, oh, I should just do that. See, when I'm not playing game fast.
The one game that I was just speedrunning anyway was Final Fantasy VIII. Like, the speedrun strat that I saw when I saw Games Done Quick of FF8, there were, like, maybe 4 or 5 different things that I didn't do that they did. But everything else was pretty much the same. Like, they would get the Quistis card and get triple spells. I would generally spend way more time playing cards and getting, like, tornado spells. But they were just like, this is the only card that really matters, is triple. And then I didn't realize... You've played FF8, right?
I have goofed around with FF8.
Okay, have you got...
I've never played it for a significant amount of time.
Okay, at one point there's a battle in the garden. Like, the main place. And in the garden battle, you have to look for Sid.
Oh, that's just the cutest little manticore I've ever seen.
Yeah, look at him. Seru, slave of evil. This world is for human beings of compassion. Karuban, kill them. Fuck you, wolf.
Oh, no.
My mistakes, I was careless. My strength is nearly depleted. You don't fight as tough as you talk. Karuban, this girl is yours. Do with her as you please. Take her on a date.
Yes.
Yeah, so... Ha 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 ha. There's a battle in FF8 where Sid... Like, you have to find Sid, who basically looks like Robin Williams. And Robin Williams' Sid hides in a few different, like, there are different places you can
right.
look for him, and I didn't realize you didn't have to look in all of them. I thought you had to go to all of them, and it turns out there's only a few you actually have to go to. Oh, sweet. So this is the first healing spell. So let's fuck it up and steal its powers. Hopefully. Yeah, got it. First try. Get in my glove. I do like that with Tornado Flame, if you kill an enemy with it, they don't get knocked down. They stay in place and get in your belly. Treasure chest. Speed elixir. Cool. The jump sound is very good. So, of the obscure JRPGs you have played, which ones do you actually like the most? Arbitrary.
So I think, like, the ones I have played for, I think ones I have played for my various dubious streams. I think the one that stuck out was probably trying to remember.
Well, it doesn't have to be for a dubious stream. It could just be like a game you actually play for enjoyment.
Like Shadow Hearts. Shadow Hearts is fucking rad.
Which Shadow Hearts? Covenant specifically, or?
First Covenant is better. Like Shadow Hearts 1 is definitely like feels like an early console game. But also, like, it's a game that takes place in, Japanese occupied Manchuria in like 1912.
That's very
That's weird.
What's the PS2 Shadow Hearts games?
Yes.
Which one is the one that takes place in, like, New York?
That's the third one.
That's the one
from the New World.
I used to see that one on G4 all the time. They would talk it up.
Apparently that is the worst one, but I have not gotten there yet.
I remember
Kudelka is crazy because it's kind of cribbing from like a Resident Evil sort of thing with its aesthetics, but it is also just very horror. Let's see. I'm staring at these. Oh, and also the third Star Ocean game was like a genuine surprise because I thought I was just gonna dunk on it, and instead it was like, oh, this seems actually cool. I like Grandia 2, yes. I mean, I'd call Grandia 2 a cult hit. Definitely. And when I played Enchanted Arms seemed like a thing.
I have not played Enchanted Arms.
It's a FromSoft game.
Well, guess I'm not playing Enchanted Arms.
It's a FromSoft JRPG. So, because before they made Dark Souls, FromSoft were the people what made the weird esoteric Japanese RPGs. It's got a interesting like positioning based, tile based thing, but yeah, it's like a Pokemon game. There's a pizza golem.
What?
Yes,
is it like fighting foodons? Is there a fried racer?
No, it's like you have used the power of magic of Magitech.
Oh no!
To create this horrific pizza-headed mascot monstrosity that, when the main villain escapes, turns to evil.
Is it actually pizza? Or are you saying that? Is that you editorializing?
No, it is a robot with a head that looks with the pizza head.
Is it actually pizza, or does it look like pizza? That's my question.
It looks like pizza.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Okay.
It's a golem. It's a pizza golem. Also, yes. The other thing that stuck out about Enchanted Arms was, like, one of the characters in that game is just the most, 2006 was a different time, gay stereotype. Just, like, fabulous. And it's just like, no, fuck off. This is upsetting.
Jatsu.
He uses a saxophone.
Oh, that's pretty good, though.
Yes.
Is he good at the saxophone?
Yeah, that's how he attacks and heals. He's also the healer.
Great. I got a healing bloom in his chest.
Yeah, it's... There is a surprising range of weird-ass FromSoft games that no one remembers.
Okay,
because they just made so much shit during, especially the PS2 era. You know, they made The Adventures of Cookies and Cream. Which is about these cute bunnies. And it's like a co-op puzzle thing. And, you know, they made Kingsfield, which is very much proto-Dark Souls. And then there's Evergrace, which is fucking baffling.
Did you ever...
Made, Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, you are an anime person. Did you ever watch the show Fighting Foodons?
No, I did not.
Are you aware of it?
Vaguely.
What the fuck? 107?
Is it like a back attack thing?
I don't know. That's an absurd amount of damage for that thing to have done.
Is there a positioning? Gina would like Lost Kingdoms? Ah!
I don't know about that. Is it a FromSoft game?
It is a FromSoft card game.
Oh, okay.
It is an action RPG with cards.
I might have to check that out then for my purposes.
Yeah, it's interesting. Because, yeah, it is an action RPG where instead of, you know, having attacks, you have a deck of cards.
Go on.
And you build the deck of cards to suit different circumstances. And you hope and you try not to put very many summoned monster cards in, because some of the AI on the summoned monsters is just completely useless. Because it's weird and janky. And
oh, it's a FromSoft game.
Yeah, it's a FromSoft game. It is a PS2 era FromSoft game, but yeah.
I see that it's weird and janky, but have people become weird apologists for it, saying that actually the jank was intended all along?
No.
And
no,
actually,
I am the weirdo when it comes to Lost Kingdoms. In that, I think that game maybe doesn't have enough ideas to last the 12 hours or whatever it lasts. But it's neat. It's also like a weird GameCube exclusive.
Ooh. Okay, I'll look at it. So Fighting Foodons. Are you aware of what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was Pokemon, but you cook them.
Yeah.
They're food that comes alive, and then they fight. So it was like half, you know, Master Chef or Iron Chef, and half Pokemon. Like the show would have a character like cooking like crazy, and then they would hit it with the fight card or the fight juice, and it would come to life and then murder the other person's dish.
Okay. Gino, have you ever heard of Shokugeki no Soma?
No.
Food Wars. That's it just called.
What is it called?
English. Food Wars.
Oh, no, I have not.
Shokugeki no Soma. That is also like a competitive cooking anime series. Where it's all the fun of a shonen battle anime, but instead of punching, they just make food. And you see, the thing about Shokugeki no Soma that made it popular is that the protagonist's food would be so good and so powerful, it would cause anyone who ate it so much ecstasy that their clothes explode off of them.
Okay, so is there just I got Vaughn's fist.
Is there a lot of
Nudity?
Surreptitiously placed light beams
Okay.
and steam? Yes.
I wasn't sure if it was going to go as surreptitiously placed light beams and steam, or
Oh
if
no,
it was
no.
just
This
like
is a Shonen Jump.
Oh, okay.
This is
for the kids.
Yes, it's for the kids.
So light beams.
Yeah, light beams and steam, and like conveniently placed, like, I don't know, sauce, because you're making a very nice omelet.
I see. No, fighting Foodons, it was an actual, just like, now this...
Actually, the food fights each other.
This fried rice, which becomes fried ricer, which is a kung fu man.
Yeah, this sounds like something that would have been made in the aftermath of Pokemon.
It was on Fox. It was the Fox,
Okay.
like, between Ultimate Muscle.
Yeah, Ultimate Muscle.
And this, like, those were two of their big. We've got anime too.
Yep.
Kirby, right back at ya.
Yep. I remember some Kirby right back at you.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It was a fine TV show.
It's just, yeah, that era of anime, early 2000s Toonami, is like the stuff that I remember only in whispers and passing. Like, I have a surprising amount of memory. I watched a ton of Jackie Chan Adventures
That show was great.
as a lad. I could not tell you a thing about that series
How
other
dare
than
you.
there are magical talismans.
Yes.
He's got a niece
Yes. And an uncle.
who is wisecracking, and he always says, "I am an archaeologist, not a secret agent." And that's like his fun little wacky thing when he is doing comedic kung fu fights.
That's great. His uncle is
Yes.
named Uncle, and he slaps him
Yes.
on the head all the time.
Yes.
And then each of the talismans contained a different power, you see.
Yep. And they're all animals of the zodiac.
Yeah. Animals of the Zodiac Killer.
And then there's Toru, who is the big guy.
Yeah, Toru's the big guy. He starts
But
off
he
as
is
a
also
bad guy.
wise.
He
Yep.
starts as a bad guy, and then he becomes a good
Yes. He's the Vegeta.
guy. And then there's El Toro Fuerte, the masked wrestler who sometimes is a buddy.
Yep. There's Valmont, who is just continually more and more humiliated as the series goes on.
Yeah. That show's good. I liked that the pig gave you crazy laser eye beams.
Yep, that's right.
It was
Okay,
like,
now you saying these things is just unlocking memories. That's like, oh, I apparently remember way more about
Jackie Chan
Jackie
Adventures.
Chan Adventures than I thought I did.
Yeah, I mean, there's Uncle. Like, the dog gave you
Yeah.
immortality because he's man's best friend.
Yeah.
The horse gave you healing powers. Because horses something.
Uh-huh.
Because horses.
Yeah.
Oh, boss music. Let's go. Hell yeah. Listen to this shit. Boom, 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 boom.
This is just like some real drums and bass, huh?
Yeah.
This is 90s.
Yeah. Karuban.
Anyway, it is 2 hours into the game. You have finally gotten 2
A boss fight.
party members, and now the game is exciting. Immediately, like 50% more exciting because you have 2 characters.
Yes. And I've got this burning attack, so like, ha, taste that. Piece of shit.
Okay, the Nuggets are beating the Lakers 131-95.
I like that. Let's do it again. And you're going to do your crazy move that hits very hard. Ikuya. And then come out here, Gimmerd. Hit him in his stupid ribs. Yeah, what were the other talismans? The bull talisman gave you super strength.
Yeah.
Oh god, fire breath's tough. That's gonna hurt.
I refuse to look this up.
What? What the other?
In case that series is secretly not very good.
You're not gonna look up what the talismans do, you mean?
Nope. Let's see. I know one of them let you fly.
The rabbit makes you move fast.
Yeah.
Levitation. There was nothing that made you fly.
Yeah.
I think the rooster was levitation, but if you combined the rooster with the hare, you could fly.
Okay.
The dragon was energy blasts, which were
Yep.
distinct and different from crazy laser eye beams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. That was a lot of damage to Noah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this boss, I used to just, like, never fucking beat. As you can see from the fact that it's hitting so damn hard.
Yeah. That's some real grind. I hope you grinded a little bit, you nerd.
Okay, when it's getting knocked over, that means it's pretty low on life, so
Okay.
I've got a good chance here. And Vaughn has actual armor. So he's got more of a shot of surviving this garbage. I love this boss music's so good. Ugh. 3? Fucking excuse me? Okay, go after this
Drums
guy.
and bass. Oh.
Okay, he's dead. He's dead. I killed him.
Yeah.
Noah's level increased. I should have just kept summoning Gizzard. That was my mistake.
Gizzard is my favorite fighting food on.
There were some ridiculous ones. And you should look up, like, the art of fighting
I'm
Foodons.
going to look this up now.
Let me see. Fighting
Food on. Fighting food insecurity. Fighting food addiction. Alright. Let's look this up on, Is this one of those things where it's a... Okay, this is...
Who published this shit?
Oh, this was published in Comic Bon.
1998.
Oh, this was a 4Kids joint.
Yeah, it was. It was on the Fox box.
The Glutton Empire.
Yes.
Master Flambe.
Yes.
Gonna
Pie tin.
apparently this has been released on DVD.
Of course. Where's the ninja lady? There was a oh yeah, Natsume. Coco
it's on Tubi TV.
is a sneaky masked ninja girl who wears a walk on her head and is the student of Chef John.
I've got bad news. This has a
What?
This, Kakuto Ryori Densetsu Bistro Recipe only has a 6.03 on my anime list.
Is that a lot or a little? I don't know.
No.
6.03 out of what?
10.
So it's middle of the road, is what you're saying.
My anime list. Okay, Gino, are you familiar with Board Game Geek? Or
No.
that kind of like fan aggregate site? So my anime list is very much like a fan rating aggregate site. And if something is below a 7, that's questionable. Anyway, it's fine.
Well, can you do me a favor before you decide that this is not for you? Can you look at some pictures of this exquisite piece of television?
Okay, I'm going to go to images, Google. Oh, this is a spaghetti, and that's a curry bowl.
And there's a bowl of rice with two spoons.
Yes. Apparently, you can get the entire series on one Blu-ray.
Good.
So I guess it did not run more than let's say 1 or 2 core, like maybe a 26 episode run.
Yeah, there's I think you can see sometimes Fried Ricer would have shellfish on him, and he would transform into a different Fried Ricer because he had shrimp involved.
Fruit turtle.
Yep, there's a fry man, right? And there's a dragon.
Yeah.
And there's the ninja with the walk on her head.
There's a cat girl.
There's a cat girl. Will I take you with me? Yes, Noah. Join the squad. Oh no. If you scroll too far, then it becomes fan art.
Then it becomes pornography. Yep.
Let's just go ahead and not do that. Please tell me the game auto-healed me. Nope. Of course not.
Oh, weird. There sure is a lot of art of the cat girl. Could have foreseen.
Who could have?
How many people were voiced by Dan Green? Above average, yeah.
Was Dan Green prolific at this era?
Yeah, dude was like, they had their stable of actors at 4Kids. Dan Green is probably best known for being the voice of Yugi.
Oh.
In the English dub.
I had a friend in college who wanted to get into voice acting.
Knuckles in most of the Sonic the Hedgehog.
I had a friend in college who wanted to get into voice acting, and he apparently took a course that was taught by Dan Green.
Okay, yeah, because he retired.
He was like, "Damn, you're Yugi Moto."
Yeah.
And you're gonna teach me how to voice act? Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I should see how he did, if he actually broke into voice acting.
That's one of those things where
right.
There sure are a lot of... There are a lot of people trying to become voice actors out there.
Mm-hmm.
And the number of them who actually get anywhere, maybe not as much. I do respect...
Wait.
I respect the hustle that voice acting requires, but it also definitely seems like at some point you just need to hope you'll get noticed, or you need to know someone who works for Funimation or whatnot.
Well, it would appear that Okay, well, this is his own IMDb
Reel?
page. This
Okay.
doesn't. He apparently has gone into film production. Award-winning New
Okay.
York-based producer.
Okay, good on him.
Looks like a bunch of
I have a
indie
friend
stuff.
who, is doing film production stuff. But he's not allowed to tell me about any of it because he signed some NDAs.
Yeah. This is very funny.
And so it's going to be like, maybe at some point in a few years, I'll be able to talk with him and be like, wow, that thing you did, that's cool. Right now he's just my friend who recommends me weird movies, weird indie movies, and I'm like, that sounds cool, and then I don't watch it.
Okay. It would appear that his films, I mean, he's doing indie stuff, so
Yeah.
break out as hard as you can. Do what you can.
Yeah.
I appear to have more Twitter followers. Not that that counts for shit. Yes, I have 3 times as many. So I don't know what that counts for anything. It probably doesn't count for shit.
I mean, my grandfather did some voice work when he was still alive. And
In
it
what?
was very much. Oh yeah, no. He was like a bit character actor in Hollywood in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, dope.
So like he is in The Sting with Robert Redford for like one scene.
Awesome.
But yeah, he in the 80s and 90s he did a lot of voice work in shit you have heard of.
Dope.
I will tell you the specifics off stream.
Yep, please, off stream. Do not
Because I don't
dox
want to
yourself.
dox myself.
Do not dox yourself.
But it's one of those things where it's like I looked at his IMDb and was like, wow, he was in an episode of the Brady Bunch.
SWAT Cats. Please tell me he was in SWAT Cats.
No.
Damn it.
He was in an episode of the Brady Bunch.
I've heard of that.
Yes, and no, he was in things that you have heard of.
I'll ask you off stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew the funniest actor story. Well, there's an actual actor who, like, my family knows quite well, who's not in the family.
Yeah.
But, because my family is from the Bronx, we had... do you know who Chaz Palminteri is?
Vaguely.
He wrote A Bronx Tale.
Okay.
Which was his claim to fame. Robert De Niro was in it. He's been in some other things, but he is a family friend because he grew up in the same neighborhood as some of my family members. And I know of one of my mom's friends was like a tow truck guy. Like that was his primary business was tow trucking.
Yeah.
But he decided he wanted to be an actor. So he would take the money his tow truck company earned and would use it to produce shows and stuff. Like he did a direct to I think it was direct to YouTube thing that won an award. So now he's a tow truck operator, repair guy, and also a accredited actor. Which good for him. He had very Italian man doing mob thing sort of vibes for film specifically.
Yeah. And then I knew someone who did some film production work in the olden times and is in one random scene in Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, I technically met Rooney Mara and her sister.
Yeah. Sure.
Technically, I was a child.
They're, yeah.
I happened to be
You
at
go
like a
to-
play date,
Okay.
and like the Mara family, like, you know, was around.
Yeah, they were around and were like, we own a football team.
Yes. And so I technically was at a play date with I think the Maras who are now actors.
I'm trying to. I think Kate.
Yes, Kate and Rooney.
Our age.
Yep.
Yeah, Kate and.
Rooney's only a little bit older or younger, whichever one's which. The world is small, is my lesson, my takeaway.
Yeah, it's
smaller than you'd think. Come on now.
You know, yeah. The closest I can get to like claiming to fame with famous people is I'm like 80% sure I saw Sigourney Weaver at a gas station in New York once.
I once ran into what's his name? Oh fuck. I need to remember the name. I can't ask you for help. Nope, not Steve Buscemi. I wish. Harrison Ford.
Okay, yeah.
I once ran into Harrison Ford in the woods of Wyoming.
Yeah, no, this checks out.
I was on a vacation, and he and his, I guess, wife would like go hiking, and they didn't like interacting with normal people, so they would be dressed very heavily in like, you know, scarves and hats and, you know, stuff to be less conspicuous. And we ran across this family on the trails, and we were like, well, that was weird. They sure were dressed oddly. And then the person who we were like staying at their place was like, oh yeah, that's Harrison Ford. He dresses like that so people don't talk to him. Oof. These people were possessed for 10 years.
Oh no.
But I saved them all, so, you know.
Ralkin is still fighting what appears to be the final boss of Vagrant Story.
Ah. Is he liking
It just keeps
Vagrant,
flying around.
Vagrant Story?
He has alternated between
Loving
liking
and
it and
hating.
being very upset.
Yeah, that's the
box
appropriate
puzzles.
response. That's the appropriate response to Vagrant Story. I like that M went to bat for it to be Game of the Year, and I don't think she ever finished it. Russ tried to fight Aaron Gordon, and his team tried to stop him. Because, yeah, he's 5 inches shorter than Aaron Gordon. Here's Noah, who was raised by a wolf, trying to get a deal. A fighting robe, how cool. What a charming little lady, I'll give you a good price. Okay.
A fighting robe, how cool. Ha ha ha.
Hey, you gotta pay for that. Money with money. What's that? What's money? Man, tell me what money is. You needed to buy things. That's what you get for killing monsters. I don't know, sorry. That's what you get for
money
killing
is
monsters.
used for... Oh.
I guess I don't get it.
Use money to exchange for goods and services.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a goofy kid. Oh well. Here, you can have this back.
Explaining money. Okay. Yeah, no, explain the concept of money to this.
I don't know about money, but I don't want it.
Yeah.
Let's talk to those people. Okay, I'm gonna try and actually buy... Oh, I have to do her little thing. I'm almost done talking. Hold on a minute. Yeah, huh? Thank you, Mr. Supply Dealer. I won't forget. I'm going to give you a test about supplies. Which item restores your HP the most when you use it? It's Healing Berry. Right. You're very smart, man. Next question. What does the Door of Light let you do? Escape from the dungeon. That's right. Last question. What's the supply dealer's name? Oh, fuck. It's not May. I'm going to say Leesum? Sorry. Nope. Fine. That was a cheap question. That's some bullshit. What's your name?
Wow, I can't believe...
It just says tool dealer. I don't...
How does this feral child understand language?
Well, the
You were
wolf
literally
could speak.
raised by a possessed wolf.
Okay, now I can buy things because she's back in my party.
I mean, we can talk about, like, real-life feral children and how sad and tragic they are.
Well,
But
this feral child is pretty good in combat.
she's good at kicking.
All right, let me get... So, she's not as good with the survival knife as Vaughn, so she would actually take a
Okay.
penalty if I equipped her with that.
So, they got weapon affinities.
Yep. So they can all equip pretty much everything, but they have different affinities. So, like, electric shoes, Noah can take the electric shoes. Fighting robe is for her. So, Noah gets that, and now I'm well done. I spent all my money on implements of war. Yeah, I like that. I don't know. Sorry, I can't tell you about money, girl. I like that. That's an option.
Listen, just ask this feral child about NFTs.
NFT, like, no fucking thanks. Am I right?
I was raised by wolves, and what is this?
I was raised by wolves. Who are you?
Yeah.
Okay, now I've dammed up the water, which should flood this entire town, but it doesn't. But instead it lets me cross. Now I can walk over this dried up riverbed.
Yes.
And I can also get this treasure chest, which holds the wind book, which teaches Noah her first hyper art. Oh, I really should have healed Vaughn, huh? It's his magic, I guess, that's low. I'm gonna go rest in this place while I can. Because Vaughn's just gonna die if I don't. But first I'm gonna save. I think I'm gonna call it here for the day. Thank you, Arbitrary, for hanging out as I play some Legend of Legaia. How do you feel about it so far?
I
First
think
take.
this game is neat. I don't know if I would play it myself, but
Noah is now
I-
higher level than Vaughn.
this seems like a neat game of this era.
Yeah, the thing I wish is, like, I wish they took the combat further than they do, and I wish that, like, you had more characters, because your 3 characters, like, you will eventually get 3 characters, but you see, like, Vaughn here is fire attribute, Noah is wind attribute. There are more than 3 elements, so you will never have an earth character or an ice character, and so, like, these characters are stronger when they're using spells of their own attribute. So, like, you have elements that are just always shittier than the ones that your characters are specifically proficient in, which, is kind of a bummer. It's not a huge deal, but it's like, it's a shame I can't use an earth character to cast the earth spells. And the monsters, I think, get cooler the further you get into the game. Like, the designs get better, the spells get better, all that sort of stuff. So I will probably play this more another time, but for today, I'm going to call it. Thank you so much, Arbitrary, for chilling with me, being my guest through this.
You should get a new guest every time.
Sure, just every time, just like, this game's really good.
And then Zombie's like, I don't think this is a good game. Basketball.
Did you know that Aaron Gordon's a basketball man? And I'm like, yeah, I know. The Sacramento Kings, why won't they trade everyone for anyone? Thanks, everyone. I'll be back. I'll probably stream something tomorrow. We'll see, though. And have a good night. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.